Dreamscape presents Return to Robinswood by Jean Grainger. Narrated by Caroline Lennon. Chapter 1. Brighton, England, 1946. Dermot Murphy sat opposite his son-in-law and said nothing. "Well, what do you think?" Sam Kenefick asked, trying to figure out what was going on behind Dermot's inscrutable face. Kate's father had hardly changed a bit in the war years. He was tall and as strong as an ox, and his dark copper hair was thick with very little grey. Kate and Aisling looked nothing like him. They were Mediterranean-looking, all dark and curvy like their mother. But Eve, Kate's other sister, was his spitting image. The murmur of conversation, the occasional burst of laughter, the general hum of a busy Brighton pub all around them, seemed a million miles away. The euphoria of the war being over at long last was wearing off, and life was still hard for people. But the old-world pub, with its brass fittings and dark wood interior, seemed to help melt people's cares away, and there was a general air of bonhomie. "What do I think?" He repeated the question. Sam swallowed. Dermot Murphy was a man he admired immensely, and he had done so all his life, but his father-in-law didn't suffer fools gladly. Sam needed to convince him to return to Robinswood. "Look, Dermot, it's a good offer. Well, it's the best offer I can make you at any rate. Kate wants to go home. And for her, home has always been and will always be Robinswood. With all due respect, Sam, the fact that Robinswood was my family's home didn't seem to bother you too much in 1940, when we were thrown out by your mother. I know it was she who did the evicting, but you'd inherited it by then, and you did nothing." Sam knew Dermot's lifelong mistrust of the English had not melted away when his daughter became the new Lady Kenefick. British titles did not impress him. He decided honesty was best. "You're right, and I'm deeply ashamed of that. I should have taken more of a role, but I just wanted to fly, and I was caught up in the excitement of the war. I should not have left the management of Robinswood to my mother, nor should I have allowed her to leave you all homeless. Your family and mine have worked together for a very long time, and it was shabbily done. My father would have been appalled." Dermot took a sip of his pie.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?